I was thinking about how much everyone hates Christians and just how silly it kind of is. Because don't you think if we were doing it right, then we would all be on Satan's #1 hit list? So, I thought of this. Instead of just like hating and hating and hating and hating, like, the human nature likes to do. I mean, I do it too, I promise you. But, hey, this is what Jesus says. And like, God is love. So it says, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. So, just word of idea, if you're sharing the gospel with somebody, try replacing your name with love. So if it says Molly is patient, Molly is kind. Are you, whoever you are, say your name is, let's say your name is Tommy. Tommy, are you patient? Tommy, are you kind? Because God is kind, and God is patient, and He expects us to be kind and patient with others too. I mean, how can we expect anyone to listen to us if all we're doing is just yelling in their face and telling them how wrong they are? I mean, imagine for a second if you were a child, okay? And then your parents, I realize this might be like the sad truth for some people, but imagine that your parents or one of your parents was just always yelling at you for doing the wrong thing. You were always wrong. You just weren't accepted where you were. Like you had to stop doing something first. I mean, how much would you really want to change? Just think about that. And so if we're promoting that God is all loving, He needs to be all loving. If we're promoting like all these things, because God is love, let's read them off again. We also need to be patient with people. We need to be kind with people. We don't need to envy what they have. If they have like just things we don't, money, status. It does not dishonor others. Love, it doesn't dishonor other people. Like literally, we don't do anything important when we tell anyone about Jesus. Like we do, but we're not saying like, oh, come to the bright side. Like that's the Holy Spirit's job, to go into people's hearts and convict them. And so we literally just present the Holy Spirit, which is why I chose to do this, because I can reach almost all of the world if they have internet access. So, let's do this again. Johnny does not delight in evil, but he rejoices with the truth. Is there some sin in your life that needs to be taken care of? Like, because you realize that you're not going to be able to reach people as well as, like, if you're suffocating the Holy Spirit. Like, you can't just have evil in your life and, have both. I think a lot of times people have, evil spirits inside of them, like the spirit of fear or the spirit of hate, and they don't even know it. And a good friend actually helped me realize this. His name is Lance. If he feels like it, I'll go give you his link. But what was I saying? Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. Is that you? Like, are you rejoicing in the truth? You don't rejoice in evil. You don't rejoice in gossip. You don't rejoice in pornography. You don't rejoice in just evil things, And it always protects. It always trusts. Always trust the Lord. Always trust Jesus. It always hopes, because Jesus provides that hope. And it always perseveres. Love never fails. God never fails. It's true. He really does not. So where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. Are you loving your neighbor? like God did when you didn't love him? Are you a likable Christian? This does not mean exchanging truth for likes, but love is able to speak above something like homosexuality is wrong. Love still speaks above that. Just because someone is homosexual does not mean God does not want them. That's a huge thing today. Just because you worship a God that's not God, that doesn't mean God doesn't want them. He still wants them. He's still planning it, like how to pursue them. He's still like planning a plan and to get them. He's still chasing them even though they're running from him. Let's be a little bit more loving. Actually, we need to be a whole lot more loving. I need to be more loving. But guys, like we can't. What is the use with fighting with hate? True wars are won with love. That's all I have to say today. Thanks, guys. Please support me, because you can't make a Jesus wage without backup. So have a good night, everybody, or daytime, wherever you are in the world. I will talk to you next time. Bye.